Hello everyone. Welcome to La Excellence IAS Kalam program, a GS Mains answer writing initiative. This is season 2, episode 40. Let us look at today's question. The question says, what is darknet? Discuss the key challenges involved in fighting the darknet. Also suggest strategies to deal with it. This question is for 10 marks and we have to write the answer in 150 words. This question is from General Studies paper 3, Internal Security, and from the subtopic of cyber security. If we look at the context in which this question is asked, you all must be aware that there have been increasing threats due to cyber security risks. Okay, there has been increasing darknet activity also. What do you understand by darknet? The internet network is of three main types, that is surface web, deep web and darknet. Surface web is the one which most of us use. For example, various social media platforms. Also, whenever we search on Yahoo, Google, Bing, etc., various website results we will be getting. That forms a part of the surface web. It is visible on normal browsers like Google or Safari. Well, what is deep web? Deep web is the sites here are password protected and they will have only a limited access, that too by authorized personnel only. For example, some government agencies have access to some of the sites which are password protected. Similar is the case for the corporate data which is password protected. This is a part of deep web. Then what is darknet? Darknet is a part of the deep web which is most difficult to access. It needs special softwares known as Tor or I2P. While these are useful for some cases, for example, if we are living in closed society, for example, take the case of North Korea, where people don't have access to outside world. Okay, in such a case, so as to communicate with outside people from outside countries, this darknet is useful. Also, for whistleblowers and journalists, this can be used for communication without getting detected by others. While it is useful for these people, for majority of the times it is used to execute crime. What are the various forms of crime that you know of? It is trafficking of drugs, arms, pornography. So variety of crime is carried out in the darknet. But there are certain challenges because of difficulty in accessing. There is an end-to-end encryption of the network which is almost impossible to breach and hence difficult to monitor data. It is in this context that the question has been asked, okay, about what is darknet and what are the challenges involved in fighting the darknet. If we look at some of the value addition points that can be written in this answer, I think facts which substantiate your viewpoint will be good value additions. For example, the surface net, that is the network which most of us use, constitutes only about 4% of the entire World Wide Web. Okay, it is just a tip of an iceberg. So such facts can be used in your answer as a value addition. Other than this, any case study, for example, somewhere darknet has been used for some illegal trade. If you know of any such case study, you can write it as a value addition. Also, the second part of the question asks strategies to deal with it. Okay, in the strategies part, you can write about best practices either in the world or within the country. So these are some of the value addition points that we should be writing. Coming to what is to be avoided while writing this answer, I think you can avoid writing details about the various type of risks which are posed through darknet. See, you have to make a mention of them, but don't get into the details of it. The main question is what it is and discussing the key challenges in fighting the darknet. You have various types of risks. For example, terrorists can use it to spread radicalization. It can be used by organized crime groups for various kinds of activities. For example, drug trafficking, arms trafficking, for identity theft. So it can be used for various purposes. But don't go into the details because the two important subparts of the question are discussing the key challenges and suggesting strategies to deal with it. Let us now look at how to approach the answer in the introduction, body and conclusion format. In the introduction, I think the best way to introduce this question will be writing about what is the meaning of darknet. It is a keyword which most of us don't know the meaning of. So you have to write the meaning of darknet plus the problem statement. That is, what are the various risks posed by darknet in the introduction. Coming to the body part, I think you can write the body in two parts. First part mentioning about the key challenges involved in fighting. What are the challenges? One thing which we have already discussed is about the end-to-end encryption, because of which the access is difficult. The investigating agencies cannot access these websites. So that is one challenge. Other than this, even if they have got the access, they cannot get the proper evidence to submit it in the courts. Okay, that is also one more challenge. So such challenges you can mention in the answer. Coming to the measures part, I think measures part can be written in two subparts. First thing about the challenges which you already mentioned, how to address each one of the challenge. And in the second part, you can write about the best practices. That is a value addition which I have discussed. Coming to the conclusion, you can write some facts on the problem. That is, what is a problem statement and how important it is to fight it, and so we have to enhance the cybersecurity architecture. Let us now look at a sample answer. So this person writes, darknet is that part of the internet which is not indexed on search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and is not accessible on regular browsers. We have discussed this point. He is giving the introduction by writing this statement. It needs specialized softwares like Tor and I2P. Tor is the onion router and I2P is Invisible Internet Project to access the content. So here he is giving the introduction describing what darknet is. Then he is writing about darknet's usage. It is being used positively as well as negatively. Just as we discussed, he is writing closed societies for communicating with outside world. I already told you that some of the countries do not have proper communication networks with outside world. In such countries, people can use this darknet so as to communicate. Then whistleblowers or journalists to communicate among themselves. Then how was it used negatively? By organized crime groups for trade of drugs, arms, human trafficking, illegal pornography, identity theft, etc. How identity theft is done is by making use of their cards. Okay, their cards are kept for sale in the darknet. Okay, even credit cards, debit cards of some major banks are kept for sale in the darknet. Also, some of the IDs and passwords of some of the Google accounts or Amazon or Netflix accounts are kept on the darknet at cheaper prices. Okay, so this is the way various organized crime activities are happening in the darknet. Other than by the organized crime groups, darknet is also used by terrorists for accessing funds as well as for radicalizing. They are creating hatred in the minds of youth by making use of darknet. By activists, example Arab Spring. During Arab Spring, many of the activists used darknet to spread their ideology. Okay, so terrorists and activists can spread their ideology by making use of darknet. Organized crime activity can happen unstoppably by using darknet. What does he write further? He is writing anonymity due to end-to-end encryption making monitoring impossible. This point we have already discussed. He has also written technical challenges in gathering evidence. This point also we have discussed. He further writes in the challenges to fight darknet, international nature of crimes placing bureaucratic hurdles to investigation. For example, some person in India is buying drugs from Singapore making use of darknet. Then to investigate in the Singaporean jurisprudence is difficult for the Indian investigating agencies. So that is placing international nature of the crimes is placing bureaucratic hurdles to the investigation. He then writes deals which are done through cryptocurrencies like bitcoins. Okay, deals are done through cryptocurrencies, so they cannot be tracked. You all must be aware of cryptocurrency. It makes use of incorruptible data sheets for the transactions. Okay, as a result, it cannot be tracked. So these darknet also uses cryptocurrencies like bitcoins. Bitcoins is one of the examples of cryptocurrencies, so it cannot be tracked. So these are few of the challenges he mentioned to fight the darknet. He then writes measures that are to be used to fight darknet. So he is suggesting measures here. He is writing strengthening of the cyber security framework. This is a general point. He writes amending the criminal procedure code to be suitable for current cyber security threats. Yes, either a complete new set of rules for the cyber security threats to be brought in, or amending the current criminal procedure code so that it suits to the demands of the current day cyber security problems is the need of the hour. He further writes international cooperation to be fostered for sharing of intelligence, information, technology and expertise. So he has told in the challenges about international nature of crimes which is placing bureaucratic hurdles, because of which he is telling here that international cooperation has to be fostered for sharing of all these things, that is technology, information, expertise, etc. He then writes strengthening of research and development and capacity building. India spends only 0.7% of its GDP on research and development. That is very less when compared to most of the other countries. Okay, so we have to increase the spending. Also, we have to strengthen the research and development, and capacity building of people has to be done so that we will be able to fight these evolving crimes, evolving technological crimes more effectively. He also writes Kerala's Cyberdome project to deal exclusively with mitigating threat to states' critical information infrastructure sets an example. So the Cyberdome project, it was created to deal exclusively with the cyber security threats to the critical information infrastructure. Some attack on states' critical information infrastructure is like a war on a country. Okay, so Cyberdome project has been created by Kerala to deal exclusively with it. This is an example. Just as I told you, some best practices of the world or India can be written as a value addition. This is the value addition point he is writing in the answer. Okay, this question was asked in mains of 2019. What is Cyberdome project? Okay, he further writes darknet comprises around 90% of the entire internet network. Cybercrime is emerging as fifth dimension of war, so it is immediately necessary to scale up the cyber security framework in India. So this is the conclusion he is giving. In conclusion, he tried to make use of one fact, that is darknet is comprising around 90% of the entire internet network, and cybercrime is also emerging as the fifth dimension of war. What are the first four dimensions? First three are land, air and water. Fourth one is space. Space is emerging as the fourth dimension, and fifth dimension is cyberspace. Okay, so cyberspace is emerging as the fifth dimension of war, so it is necessary to scale up cyber security framework. He is just suggesting a way forward in the conclusion. If we analyze the entire answer as a whole, he has written a decent introduction. He has a good clarity about darknet, and he has given a decent introduction, and he has written about the usage of darknet for various purposes. If you observe, 3/4 of the first page is going on only for the introduction and about the darknet's usage. I told you not to go into the details about how darknet is used for various purposes, so try to minimize this part of the answer. This part, darknet's usage part, can be minimized so that more challenges could be written and more measures could be written. Only if we address the demand of the question properly, we are going to get the marks. Okay, so the challenges he has written very well. He has described about the end-to-end encryption, also about the difficulties of gathering evidence, and then he has described about international nature and dealing with cryptocurrencies, etc. These are good challenges that he has mentioned. And also in the measures, if you observe, he has tried to address the challenges he mentioned. For example, here the altering the criminal procedure code is to decrease the burden of proving evidence. Okay, so that also is more relevant to whatever the challenges he has written. Also, international cooperation is to address the international nature of crimes. Okay. So he has written the measures also addressing the challenges that he has mentioned, that gives a clarity to the examiner. And he has given a decent introduction. He has given good value addition also in the answer. I think overall it is a very good answer. Let us come to the end of our discussion. We have discussed in detail about what is darknet, how to approach this answer in a systematic format, and also we have discussed a sample answer. Before coming to the end of the discussion, let me give you the task for today. Read about the cybersecurity threats to India. Okay. What do you understand by cybersecurity threats? What is cyberspace and how threats are there? What is the cybersecurity architecture of India? Read about the various dimensions. Make a small note of around 2 pages so that it will be ready for your mains preparation. You will just need to add the value addition points later on. Let us all meet again tomorrow. Thank you.